What up, y'all? Planet of the Kings here. New from Umbrella Corp.
Society tells us we can only have tacos on Tuesday. Well, we don't care what you say. We'll eat tacos.
We're not doing taco ads on Planet of the Kings. Doing nothing but the realness here. So shout out to the people. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. That's right there in the chat. They're rocking with the real to the 7th power best, baby. Oh, let me fix Jeffrey's name. They're rocking with the real to the 7th power best, baby. Oh, let me fix Jeffrey's name. Might sound a little low. I could turn it up some. It is turned up some. Can I go in my settings? Let's see if my settings mess with me today. Should be a quick live. I'm not doing nothing long. 3 short stories. No random videos. Alright, it looks like the mic is all the way it can be. It looks like the mic is being all it can be. Alright, let me see. Yada yada. Alright, yeah, it looked like I did all I could do, man. Yep, it looked like I did all I could do. Yep, it looked like I did all I could do. Hopefully the mic will be good enough.
You forgot. You forgot.
It's my offering. Take me to the King. Truth is, I'm tired. Options are few. I'm trying to pray, but where are you? I'm all churched out, hurt and abused. I can't fake what's left to do.
Come on.
Truth is, I'm weak, no strength to fight, no tears to cry. Even if I tried, but still my soul refuses to die.
What up, DJ? Welcome, Queen.
One touch will change my life. Take me to the King. I don't have much to bring. My heart's torn in pieces. It's my offering. Lay me at the throne. Leave me there alone to gaze upon your glory and sing to you this song. Please take me to the King. Truth is, it's time to stop playing these games. We need a word for the people's pain.
I'm the king, and I be smoking. Welcome to my town, and I be smoking. I'm the king, and I be smoking. Welcome to my town, and I be smoking. If I say we own one, nigga, then we on. And if I say we gone, my nigga, then we gone. And if I say we drinking, then we drinking that Patron. And if I say we rolling, then somebody roll us on. Hey, hey, so drunk, this is what you want. Bottles up, lights up, this some shit to smoke. So drunk, this is what you want. Bottles up, lights up, this some shit to smoke. What you smoking? Can't fuck with the shit that I be blazing. Walk in the store, nigga, I so low, they probably think I'm Asian. Red bone, red car, ain't this bitch amazing? Red hot, red bottom, spicy like she Cajun. Red rims, red guts, looking like a star. Tell a nigga ballin' by the emblem on his car. So far, so good. This is what they call me in the hood. Nigga, I'm the king, and I be smoking. Welcome to my town, and I be smoking. I'm the king, and I be smoking. Welcome to my town, and I be smoking. If I say we own one, nigga, then we on. And if I say we gone, my nigga, then we gone. And if I say we drinking, then we drinking that Patron. And if I say we rolling, then somebody roll us on. Hey, hey, so drunk, this is what you want. Bottles up, lights up, this some shit to smoke. So drunk, this is what you want. Bottles up, lights up, this some shit to smoke.
Time slow, we so motherfucking on. Yeah, girl, so high, I'm about to knock her down soon. I walked her to my room where the plants grow. She can't believe I was a K-I-N-G and I smoke. Just wake up everybody with the mind when we come. Windows up in a cloud of smoke, cause we young. We only live once away, chance I smoke tree. And nigga, I'm the king, won't nobody smoke me.
I'm the king, and I be smoking. Welcome to my town. And I be smoking. I'm the king. And I be smoking. Welcome to my town. And I be smoking. If I say we own one, nigga, then we own. Then if I
You rep the devil, that shit I cannot do. I am a
What up,
god and my
Brandy?
daughter is my
Is that
angel.
Brandy? Oh, what
I
up?
seen
That's
the
locked
light,
and
you
loaded.
seen the
All right,
dark
what up,
because
lady?
it blinds
Keith
you.
Green.
Surrounded by demons, surrounded by angels. We all like have my back and I'll guide you. Everyday fighting, I promise you will not lose. We are rich with our words, just let it find you. Give your knowledge to the youth because you smart too. If you gon' smoke and drink, don't let it drown you. Be aware of your surroundings, watch the crowd move. Hit these bullies where it hurt, don't let them clown you. Street smart, book smart, kids stay in school. Getting litty on the weekends, that's just what we do. If you gon' fuck, protect yourself first rule. Don't get yourself caught up, that drama not cool. Be yourself and do you, best way to move. I speak that knowledge, this is for the youth. I speak that knowledge, this is what I do. I speak that knowledge, this is something new. I speak that knowledge, you should speak it too.
Take for you to stand behind me. Do I gotta bleed for you people to believe? Do I gotta live my blood? Do I gotta shed my tears and break my blood? Do I gotta share my
Traders getting hung, don't make them gobble chrome. I don't drink much but smoke till I wobble home. I'm a rights vocalist, heights localist, psych socialist, even white smoke through this. I trashed Google, fucked up Facebook, burnt every rapper, brought in some space crooks. Wanted by Obama, hunted by Homeland, suing Rhode Island, they confronted a grown man, I outmodeled Zohan. Hustle the low, more muscle.
What up, y'all? Planet of the Kings in the house. We here. This is like the first episode. It's not much. We got like 3 videos. And let me just get everything prepared. Shout out to Locked and Loaded. But let's check this out. We're about to get into today's show. It's not even going to be long at all, but these are some special stories. Just give me 1 second to upgrade everything so everything looks right. And I hope everybody's having a wonderful Saturday. My Saturday's going wonderful. Okay, that looks a little better now. Right? That looks a little better now. We got Epstein on there. I think that's the first story we're going to get to is the Epstein. I'm going to say this much. I don't think he was self-inflicted. Put it like that. I don't think it was self-inflicted. So let's go over to my friendly YouTubes. Let's check out the main story first. And shout out to Miss Don Diva. She put me on.
Cardiac arrest.
If you haven't subscribed to Miss Don Diva, please do. She keeps me up to date with stuff.
This is an NBC News special report. Here's Peter Alexander.
Good morning. This is an NBC News special report. NBC News has learned that disgraced financier Jeffrey Epstein is dead. Epstein took his own life while he was behind bars here in New York City facing charges of sex trafficking. We want to get the very latest now from NBC News investigative correspondent Tom Winter, who is joining us by phone. Tom, what more do you know?
Peter, what we know is that at some point this morning,
investigation over already. News said he killed himself.
Found Jeffrey Epstein in his cell. Apparently, he had hanged himself, and they called the EMS, the Fire Department of New York, EMS. He was in cardiac arrest at that time. He was transported to New York's downtown hospital, and then he was pronounced dead. It's a stunning turn. Obviously, several weeks ago, NBC News and several other outlets reported that Epstein may have made some sort of an attempt on his life, although officials at the time and later upon investigating it were wondering if it was more of an effort to get attention or perhaps to get better conditions for himself. Obviously, that has radically changed with this news. It comes following a day where more documents were unsealed in a civil proceeding in New York, painting an even clearer picture of what some of his victims allege and what they said. Excuse me. And on top of that, Peter, it's just an incredible turn. This is somebody who kind of had gotten off easy from a judicial standpoint. Many people believe back in the mid-2000s when he was able to escape federal authorities and faced only a single count in a state case tied to sexual abuse. He was indicted by a federal grand jury. He was arrested in July and faced charges by federal prosecutors here in New York who were keen to move forward with a case that featured a number of New York victims and more allegations from back in that time period, 2002 to 2005. And now they're not going to be able to go forward with that case. And this morning, Jeffrey Epstein is dead.
And Tom, to be clear, it was just a matter of weeks ago, as you noted, in what was either a suicide attempt or perhaps an effort, as law enforcement officials told us at the time, to try to fake an attack on him, that Epstein was put under suicide watch that followed that incident where there were marks found on his neck. He was found injured in the fetal position on the ground in his cell. This is going to raise a lot of new questions, specifically how something like this could happen while Epstein was in federal custody.
Better off giving him bail.
Well, you're absolutely right, Peter. What you
now we
described
never gonna catch
was
all the
exactly
bad guys.
as we knew it at the time. It's going to raise significant questions, and it's part of the reporting and some of the information that we're going to try to gather here this morning. We're hoping to get a press release from the Bureau of Prisons, which oversees federal prisoners and federal inmates.
What's up,
so we're trying to get some more details about that. But yes, in light of that incident, and in light of everything going on, and the fact that he is a very high-profile defendant, he is somebody who had friends, one current president and a former president. At one point, he had been friends with. He's somebody who allegations were made more clear yesterday. That some of his victims say that they were told to have sex with two former politicians, one a sitting U.S. senator and one a former governor. So for somebody who's this high profile, facing the type of charges that he was facing, and given that incident that you described, serious questions are going to be asked as to how we came to the point where he was able to die by suicide here.
Tom Winter, again, thank you very much. Once again, NBC News has now learned that disgraced financier Jeffrey Epstein has taken his own life while he was in jail here in Manhattan, in New York City. Some of you will go back to today. Others will return to your local programming. I'm Peter Alexander. This has been an NBC News special.
He took his own life. They said it. He took his own life. Let's get nosy. Let's get nosy. Let's see what's on these YouTube streets. Shall we? Oh, this is a silent joint. Yo, they was better off giving them bail. We would have caught more people if they got bail. We would have caught way more people. Oh, it's a Jewish holiday today? I don't know. They killed him when? Yesterday, last night? Come on. I knew he wasn't making it to no trial. Watch this. Watch me pull my own little file because nobody got nothing on there. Let me put something I put up yesterday. I put this up yesterday. Check it out. Oh, we might look at another one. A fallen king. We might watch this fallen king joint.
Planet of the Fakes Pedophiles. And Pigstar HH News. Thoughts. Thousands of pages of documents related to convicted pedophile Jeff Epstein's trafficking of young girls were released Friday, opening the floodgates on one of the biggest scandals of 2019. Excellent, tweeted producer Andy Lassner. Shine that light as bright as possible on all of it. The documents PDF, which were still being published at press time, detail years of abuse from Epstein and an alleged wide-ranging conspiracy spanning multiple countries and states, involving powerful people around the globe. Friday's document release caps a week of news around Epstein, the reclusive money manager, whose friendships with President Donald Trump, former President Bill Clinton, Harvard professor Alan Dershowitz, England's Prince Andrew, and others have fueled interest in the case. Epstein is being held in New York City. On Wednesday, L Brands CEO, Les Wexner, whose company owns Victoria's Secret and other brands and who was long connected to Epstein, claimed that Epstein had misappropriated large sums of money from Wexner and that the two had not been close since 2007. We discovered that he had misappropriated vast sums of money from me and my family, Wexner wrote in a letter to his charitable Wexner Foundation community. This was, frankly, a tremendous shock, even though it clearly pales in comparison to the unthinkable allegations against him now. The next day, a woman who claims Epstein raped her when she was 15 asked a Manhattan court to force Epstein to reveal the name of the woman who recruited her. The recruiter's identity is needed, lawyers for Jennifer Aoz argued, because Aoz wishes to include her in a suit against Epstein. The order came from the Second Circuit Court of Appeals in July, as Courthouse News reporter Adam Klasfeld reported at the time. The ruling PDF, written by Circuit Judge Jose Cabranes, determined that the release of the documents was in the public interest. Like, follow, share, subscribe, then visit www.mre.
Alright, so that was Epstein right there. There is no sacrifice videos? Let me just see something.
Judge Jose Cabranes determined that the release of the documents was in the public interest. Like, follow, share, subscribe, then visit www.mre.
We were underage. We were little girls.
That's when he said, okay, you can go ahead and take off your shirt and pants, but you can stay in your underwear.
By the time I was 16, I brought him up to 75 girls, all the ages of, 14, 15, 16.
He wanted new, fresh, young faces every single day.
He's probably the most prolific pedophile. I mean, to have abused this many young girls for this many years and have gotten away with it.
He's already proven he has enough power to shut even the government down. The government's on his side.
This guy is big time. He knows people that know people that know
Jeffrey
people.
Was the king of the
this
pedos,
is probably the most unjust outcome of any case that I've been involved in 40 years.
I assert my federal constitutional rights as guaranteed by the 5th, 6th, and 14th Amendments of the United States Constitution.
He needs to be behind bars. He needs to be behind bars for the rest of his life. There is way too many girls for him not to be. That's just mind-blowing.
So y'all seen it there first. Anything else on Jeff? On Jeffy Weffy? Notice his family never made no public statements. We don't even know who his family is. You must be a real scumbag billionaire if we don't know who your family is. He gotta be a super scumbag. His own family don't come out in public for him. Let's check out a sad story about a fallen king, shall we?
Hey, what up, y'all? Planet of Fakes for family.
If you haven't subscribed to Umbrella POTFS, make sure you do. That's the premium channel.
The Constitution, the Bill of Rights and orderly. Come to D Street, you know where my corner be. Shout to the 34th. I think you try to dawn the house.
Hey, what up, y'all? Planet of Fakes for families here, and this is definitely one of the most tragic stories I've put out in a while. I don't want to get into the story itself, but I just want to remind people that follow me and has followed me for the past year and a half. I specifically always tell people if I see a man and a woman getting into an altercation, I don't go play hero and break it up. I actually go in the opposite direction, because me personally, I've seen people get set up going to defend total strangers in domestic disputes out in public or whatever the case may be. I've seen setups, but not only that, I've seen bad things happen, you know what I mean? And I've told people on lives in these situations, you go to stop a man from beating up his girlfriend, and next thing you know, him and the girlfriend jump you. You know what I'm saying? So I avoid that, because me, myself, I don't get into altercations in public. I'll just let the woman have it. You know what I'm saying? Personally, I learned my lesson about doing that. You know what I'm saying? So I would just let the woman have it. But this is definitely one of the most tragic stories. This is a father right here, and he basically lost his life playing a hero for a total stranger, man. It's a real sad story. If the video doesn't start at the end of this video, click the link in the description. Planet of Fakes Families and Pigstar HH News, Umbrella Corp. Send prayers out to Juice.
Planet of the Fakes for Families and Pigstar HH News. Widow shares her heartbreak after husband shot, killed outside BJ's restaurant and brew house. Tuesday morning, Julius Juice Sampson Jr. woke up in his bed next to his loving wife. The two had just gotten back from their week-long family cruise to the Bahamas and wanted nothing more than to stay in bed all day. They were exhausted. Their suitcases still sat outside in their cart, stuffed with wrinkled shirts and unpacked souvenirs. But Julius had been away from his job as a barber in Winston-Salem, and he missed the sweet sound of clippers as they cut through an unkempt beard and the icy smell of aftershave as it filled his nose. The father of three kissed his wife Kaya goodbye and left out the door. Just a few hours later, he would be shot and killed outside of BJ's restaurant and brew house. An investigation by Winston-Salem police officers found that Julius and Robert Granado had gotten into an argument inside the restaurant Tuesday afternoon. Witnesses reported that Sampson had tried to defend a waitress that was being harassed. Granado and Sampson's argument continued outside into the parking lot. Police believe that at some point Granado pulled out a .22 caliber revolver and shot Sampson. Sampson fell to the ground and would never get up. A newly obtained video showed a group of people tackled Granado to the ground and held him there until police arrived. Sampson was taken to the hospital, where he was pronounced dead. When they called me, I thought that it was a mistake, his wife, Kia, told Fox 8 Friday afternoon. The news sent a rush of cold air through her body. Not 10 minutes beforehand, she and Julius were texting each other. He said, "I want you to send me the video from the hairy chest contest," Kia described. The hairy chest contest was labeled as one of the highlights of their trip to the Bahamas, not the sandy beaches or the private island location. He did not have a hairy chest, he shaved his chest. The man said, "We need 12 men up here. I convinced him to go up there, and he does not do stuff like that," she said. Kia sent him the video, knowing that he wanted to brag about it to his friends. He then said, "I just want you to know that I love you," she said. That was the last message he sent her. "I wish I would have just called him and said, 'Come home for the day,'" she said. Kia and the rest of her family have been in a fog since Tuesday evening. Kia and her 3-year-old daughter have not been back to her house since losing Sampson and his ex-wives and daughters. His oldest daughter reached out to me, which was nice, Kia said. Kia said it took her 2 days since his death to find the words to explain it to her 3-year-old Jewel. "I finally was able to tell her Thursday, and I expressed to her that Daddy has a new job now," she said. "No, Daddy works at the barber shop." I said, "No, Daddy works for Jesus now. He had to take a trip to heaven, now he works as an angel. Now his job is to watch over us. It's a job that his family says they can feel he is doing proudly and successfully. Like when the air blows, I can feel him," Kia described. Sampson was a beloved father, barber, and community leader. His funeral will be held at Union Baptist Church on 1200 Trade Street, NW, Winston-Salem, 27107. Visitation will begin at noon, and the service will start at 1 p.m. Kia also asks people to visit the several organizations that her husband was a part of. Like, follow, share, subscribe, then visit.
To not let anything or anybody stop him from being that person he had changed and grown into.
To say it's been hard for Kia Ingram Sampson is an understatement, especially for her 3-year-old daughter, Jewel.
And I expressed to her that Daddy has a new job now. She said, "No, Daddy works at the barber shop." And I said, "No, Daddy works for Jesus now."
Tuesday afternoon, Winston-Salem police officers told us Julius Sampson Jr. got into an altercation with Robert Granado. Witnesses say he tried to defend a waitress Granado harassed inside the BJ's restaurant and brew house near Haynes Mall.
But sticking up for a total stranger, that spoke volumes to me about the person who I had vowed to God that I would spend the rest of my life with.
It ended in the parking lot when Granado reportedly shot and killed the 32-year-old father of 3. This newly obtained video shows people wrestling the alleged gunman to the ground. Kia says she texted her husband 5 minutes earlier.
He was like, "Just wanted you to know I love you." And when they called me, I just thought it was a mistake.
These videos are what his widow is holding on to and rewatching.
He could not
Man was on his
dance.
back like
He
a
had
roach.
no rhythm.
But that didn't stop him from trying or from having a fashion show with his daughter. Before sitting down with us, Kia sprayed his cologne on this blanket and held on to it the entire time.
It's amazing what something so small can do for you. It's like when the air blows, I can feel it.
A comfort to know Julius is still with him. Julius.
That's a hard one. How you feel about that story right there? How do y'all feel about that one? Your man died defending a waitress. Your man died defending a waitress. No opinions on that? What's going on, Casey Lynn? Tehran's up in here. What up, Queen? Please, somebody, give me an opinion on that one. Did I not hit that nail on the head when I said don't get into other people's altercations? Your man stood up for a waitress and got killed. What I always tell people about minding your business, A to B, B to C, C back to A, relax. Your man went out because he wanted to go to the barbershop, didn't even unpack, found himself in a roadside diner, wherever you call a place. Somebody's touching a waitress inappropriately. He wants to play G.I. Joe. To the point where it escalates to the parking lot. Dude pulls out a .22 and kills him. That's going too far. It's no reason he should have been in the parking lot. Was he eating alone? Was he eating alone? And this is why I don't like the news. Who was he with? Why didn't they calm him down? Like, chill, dog. It's just a waitress. What's wrong with you? You about to fight somebody over a waitress? I'm saying you can't even call 911 on a waitress. He's not even an employee. He's not the manager. Worst come to worst, let her call her boyfriend. Why he had to play hero is my question. Let's get to this next one. We almost out of here. Planet of the Kings. Check this king out under pressure.
The Constitution, the Bill of Rights is ornery. Come to D Street, you know where my corner be. Shout to the 34th. I dare you try to dawn us out. I'm not afraid. 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 Planet of the Fakes Radio, where we teach you rights. Put a limit on government.
Alright, what up, y'all? Planet of Fakes and Big Star HH News here. I just completed this video, and it's about a Maryland state trooper ripping a man's, I guess, driver's side windshield off without giving him reason for stepping out the car. The video is your typical abuse of power, but I want you to peep how the news basically confuses everybody and says police don't have to give you a reason why they pulled you over, but police have to pull you over only after having articulate probable cause. Articulate probable cause meaning they have a cause to stop you that they can tell you. So they tell you they don't have to give you a reason, but we all know they have to tell you the probable cause for stopping you. You understand? So they didn't give anybody any information, but they slowly conditioning people to accept being arrested without being told what you're being arrested for. If the link don't start after this video, click the link in the description. Pigstar HH News. Subscribe to the channel.
Planet of the Fakes and Pigstar HH News. Maryland State Police investigating video where trooper rips out car window. Driver speaks out after controversial traffic stop. Maryland State Police are investigating after a video surfaced online showing a trooper tear out a driver's window and physically pry the driver from the car seat. Dunkirk, MD. Fox 5 DC. Maryland State Police are investigating a trooper's actions in a traffic stop where the trooper ripped out a driver's window with his bare hands and pulled the driver out of the car. The incident unfolded on Route 4 near Dunkirk during a traffic stop on May 7th, but the driver posted his recording of the stop Wednesday. Ad content by Taboola. Sponsored stories. The app that's teaching millennials Spanish in just 3 weeks. Bobble. Sponsored. Hepatitis C. No early signs and symptoms. Hepatitis C search ads. Sponsored. In the driver's video, the trooper almost immediately asks the driver to get out of the car. The driver asks why he needs to get out of the car and argues that point back and forth with the trooper for nearly 5 minutes. The video stops when the trooper, growing frustrated, reaches his hands into the cracked window, breaks out the window, and then pulls the driver out.
The driver, Ray Harris Jr., was arrested and spent 8 hours in jail. He was charged with failing to obey a lawful order, but the charge has since been dropped. Maryland traffic stop goes awry. Maryland State Police are investigating after a video surfaced online showing a trooper tear out a driver's window and physically pry the driver from the car seat. David Benowitz of Price Benowitz, LLC, says he doesn't believe the trooper had enough information to lawfully order the driver out of the car, which requires reasonable articulable suspicion that a pat-down or vehicle search needs to be done. Benowitz does advise drivers to comply first. If I were the driver of that car, my advice would be you get out of the car and deal with that issue, later said Benowitz. Harris is working to get his arrest record expunged. He also wants reimbursement from Maryland State Police and is urging them to discipline the trooper. I don't have a problem with police. I have a problem with police thinking they can do whatever they want, Harris said. Like, follow, share, subscribe, then visit www.
You might step out the vehicle.
Why do I need to step?
I'm lawfully telling you to step out the vehicle.
What have I done?
I'm lawfully telling you to step out the vehicle so I can talk to you, okay? Since you don't want to roll down your window, I'm going to ask you to go ahead and legally step out the vehicle so I can talk to you.
Do I have to roll down my window?
I'm giving you a lawful order to step out the vehicle, okay? Don't worry about the window.
Your man looking like Chance.
Is there a reason I need to step out the vehicle?
I'm lawful order now to step out the vehicle, okay? If you fail to comply, you will be arrested. Step out of the vehicle so I can talk to you.
Why am I going to be arrested?
7 Prince Frederick. Okay, fine. You don't want to step out?
It's not that I don't want to step out, it's that I don't have to step out.
Can't even ask why. Can't even ask why.
Can I get your name, sir?
What was that?
Can I get your name, sir?
Trading with the enemy. Remember what citizens are.
You don't want to comply to my orders.
If they
don't
treat
you have to
nice,
tell me
it's
your
because they
name?
want to.
Okay, look, I'm giving you a lawful order. Step out of the vehicle, okay? That is your last time.
Can you get a supervisor up here, sir?
There are no lawful orders coming from corporate agents.
Sir? Please.
He works for a company, not a place.
1747 on a red Honda. Sir, step out the vehicle.
Can I get your name and
He pulled him over. He wanted to test his tits. What the hell?
Step out of the vehicle now.
Is there a reason I have to step out of the vehicle,
Because I'm
sir?
giving you a lawful order, okay, sir?
Why did you pull me over, sir?
Step out of the
You never
vehicle.
told me. Why did you pull me over, sir?
Well, you won't allow me to talk to you, okay?
Now he can't talk.
Sir, I'm telling you, step out.
Why did you pull me over, sir?
Remember, he's trying to trick him out the car.
Don't worry about it.
Just stay right there, okay?
I'm going to stay right here, sir.
Are you going to step out of the vehicle, yes or no?
No, sir.
No?
Can I get your name, sir?
Seriously now, I'm telling you lawfully to step out the vehicle.
You have not given me your name. You have not told me why you pulled me over. You have not given me a reason to step out this vehicle.
Okay, now I'm telling you to step out the vehicle lawfully.
Lawfully.
I want to pause it. They think every black man is trained to be oppressed, and that's not the case, pigs. Every black man is not trained to be oppressed. You don't say get and we get. You don't say jump and we jump.
Are you going to step out?
No, sir. Can you get somebody up here higher than you?
Turn your engine off.
I will turn my engine off. Can you get somebody up here higher than you, sir?
He asked
Can you do that for me?
A reasonable question. Can you
Can you
get
get somebody up here
dog?
that's a higher
Simple.
rank than you,
It's
sir?
that
Can you get somebody above you?
Yeah, you can record all you want, okay? Because it's recording you.
What have I done?
Disobey you, right? He
wants to step out the vehicle.
He wants to say disobey so bad. Again, learn what states are, learn what cities are. If the cop doesn't know what a state or city is, he has to let you go because he cannot prove you're breaking the law in something he can't even define to you.
For what, sir? For what?
Like I said, I'm not going to talk to you through a crack.
I'm sorry.
Okay?
Now he's not going to talk to him because he's full of crap. I got pulled over, but you're not going to tell me why because I'm full of crap. The pot calling the kettle black.
So now you're saying I'm going to jail for failure to comply with a lawful order.
If I've broken the law, take me to jail, sir.
You have.
Okay, when we get somebody up here higher,
In Maryland, I can't tell you to step out the vehicle.
we will find out, sir.
Well, do you have your mind having your hands visible where I can see them?
You haven't seen nothing yet, Tehran. Hey, did you try to join our Facebook group?
Oh, I am, sir.
Travis blocked you.
My name is Trooper Lewis with the Maryland State Police. Thank you. Listen, I didn't start recording until you started demanding stuff without telling me a name, telling me why you pulled me over.
Well, you're trying to have me talk to you through a smaller crack.
Do I have to open my window more than this, sir? Is that a law?
I'm going to talk to you, stop yelling, yes, okay? But like I said, hey, we're beyond that, okay? I've told you more.
Now we beyond knowing what you got
to legally. You haven't given me a legal reason why I need to step out.
Step out of the vehicle so I can talk to you. Okay?
Sir, are we not talking, sir?
No, we're not.
Oh, my apologies.
Oh, that was you? All right. I'm going to have to unblock you then tomorrow. You see how easy that was? Al
Sir,
Crooks
I've
was
already
supposed to do
explained
the
to you.
same thing, not say peace.
Possible extraction from vehicle.
Extraction from vehicle?
Extraction from vehicle.
All right, so you're not going to come out of the vehicle.
Sir, give me a reason.
I can't hear you. Okay, and the reason why I did pull you over is for your window tint. I can't see in your vehicle, okay? For the safety reason, I want to talk to you, be able to identify you who you are.
You haven't even asked me for an ID. What do you mean you're trying to identify me?
Yeah, you still have yet to roll down the window and explain to you why.
Sir, give me the law that says I have to roll down my window. I'm not going to step out, sir. I'm not going to step out, sir. Somebody else is pulling up, sir. We're going to see what he has to say.
Even though you're not safe sitting, he can say, good.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and break your window down. Step out of the car.
Sir, there's a cop right here. Sir, there's another cop pulling up. Can we wait?
Step out of the car, okay?
Sir,
wait.
Both of my hands are right here.
With the Fox 5 exclusive new details about this controversial traffic stop caught on camera in Calvert County, Maryland. Tonight, the driver is talking to Fox 5.
And the video's raising questions about your rights behind the wheel and whether that trooper went too far.
They happened back in May, but the driver just posted the video yesterday for the first time. Fox 5's Evan Lambert is live in Dunkirk with the exclusive. Evan?
Sean, Jim, the driver later learned he was pulled over so the trooper could check his window tint. It happened right here along Route 4 in Calvert County. Now that driver's saying the trooper escalated that stop.
Why do I need to step? Telling you to step out the vehicle.
What have I done? This is how a traffic stop starts on May 7th on Route 4 in Calvert County. The driver, Ray Harris Jr., was coming home from jury duty when he got pulled over. He started recording because he thought the Maryland State Trooper approached him aggressively. The back and forth continues for about 5 minutes. Harris asking questions, the trooper repeatedly asking him to get out. Then this.
Both of my hands are right here.
The trooper breaks the window and pulls Harris out. He spent 8 hours in jail and says the trooper's actions were excessive.
He gave me no reason to step out of my vehicle, and I'm not giving up my rights just because he has a badge on.
Defense attorney David Benowitz says according to the law, drivers have to get out of the car only if the officer has reasonable articulable suspicion to do a pat-down or to search the vehicle. In this case, he doesn't see that. But here's what he says drivers should do.
If I were the driver of that car, my advice would be, you get out of the car and deal with that issue later.
The charges were dropped against Harris. He's working to get his arrest expunged, wants to be reimbursed, and wants to see state police take action against the trooper.
I don't have a problem with police. I have a problem with police thinking they can do whatever they want.
And the Maryland State Police did send Fox 5 a statement. It says in part, command staff members at the Prince Frederick Barrack and in the Southern Troop are looking into the circumstances surrounding this traffic stop and the action taken by the trooper. Sean?
You know, Evan, there's been a lot of questions ever since we saw this. People want to know, are police officers required to tell you why you're being pulled over?
Here goes the kicker.
Sean, Sean, not by the law, at least according to that defense attorney that we spoke to in our story, at least not initially, but they can't just pull you over for any reason. They have to have probable cause of some kind of crime or violation otherwise. Back to you.
If they have probable cause, they have to tell you, but they just said they don't have to tell you if they pull you over. You see the trickery? Let's rewind that, because that's the main thing I want y'all to focus on. The news helps them keep us confused to what states and cities are, what our rights are, what civil rights are, and so and so. The news is the #1 brainwasher propagandist on America.
Taken by the trooper. Sean?
You know, Evan, there's been a lot of questions ever since we saw this. People want to know, are police officers required to tell you why you're being pulled over?
Sean, not by the law, at least according to that defense attorney that we spoke to in our story, at least not initially, but they can't just pull you over for any reason. They have to have probable cause of some kind of crime or violation otherwise. Back to you.
All right, good to know, Evan Lambert. Thank you.
All right. That last part gets me so angry. That last part gets me so angry.
Right, that's what happens when you don't know what a state or city is. You see how the news helps them disguise it? They just said the cops don't have to give you a reason why they pulled you over, but we all know the cops need probable cause to pull you over, and once they do stop you, they have to tell you that probable cause. But you just heard them say no, they don't have to give a reason, but they do have to have probable cause, and they have to tell you their probable cause for arrest. If we just go around letting the police arrest people without telling them the cause for the arrest, we all getting put in FEMA camps, y'all. This is how they condition you.
Truth, 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 truth. That was truth right there. That was truth right there. Let's take a small intermission before we get into the main event. Go get something to drink. I gotta go get some ice myself. I'm gonna leave you with a song. I had a song called You Could Be King. I can't find it, so I'll play the next best thing. He's the king of Pat. He's the king of Pat. Call him sire. Look at his spade. There is none higher. Witness the Pat. I don't know if you play Pity Pat, but I'm the king of Pat. Round robin, you will retire. Feel me and I'm a PPK. Pity Pat King taking easy pay. You don't know how to play? We'll instruct you, show you how to deal, teach you how to pluck 2 to get 5 cards, match 3 the same, 1 at a time. It's an easy game to sit at the table. It's a true style, hoping to be dealt pairs when deuces wild. Don't sleep on your card, you'll see these losers smile. Try to sweep up the deck and confuse the pal. Always pay, never ever apply debts. This was the game, next is side bets.
Let's get feeling like the barbershop, you and me round the clock. All night long, nice and slow, don't stop. Give me everything you got. All night long, come to my one-stop barbershop. Boy, can make my body rock. All night long, get it, don't stop. Give me everything you got. All night long.
Now one side bet that always please the king is the round robin. It's an easy thing. You have to get Pat, that's the first with 2 pairs. Don't have the highest page, you're gonna see who cares. Cause if you win the game, that's a round Rizzy. Mostly done dizzy by Ghost Town's Blizzy. How down is he? Fly higher than Brown Frisbee. Never been traded, though he's hated by clown sissies. Back to the game, that is a round robin. When it comes time to pay, you see the money pounds popping. Since you won Pat and Spade, you get an extra pot. Looking down at the losers that like the text a lot. Some throw a card on the floor and try to deal things over. Pathetic pity past snakes, we call them king cobras. If you don't play honest, just like we make you move the AZ or play poker like feet.
Let's get feeling like the barbershop, you and me round the clock. All night long, nice and slow, don't stop. Give me everything you got. All night long, come to my one-stop barbershop. Boy, can make my body rock. All night long, get
king of Pat, call him sire. Look at his spade, there is none higher. Witness the pluck, his hands on fire. And with that round robin, you will retire. He's the king of Pat, call him sire. Look at his spade, there is none higher. Witness the pluck, his hands on fire. And with that round robin, you will retire. He's the king of Pat, call him sire. Look at his spade, there is none higher. Witness the pluck, his hands on fire. And with that round robin, you will retire. He's the king of Pat, call him sire. Look at his spade, there is none higher. Witness the pluck, his hands on fire. And with that round robin, you will retire.
Let's get faded like the barber shop, you and me round the clock. All night long, nice and slow, don't stop. Give me everything you got. All night long, go to my one-stop barber shop. Boy, can make my body rock. All night long, get it, don't stop. Give me everything you got. All night long.
Beats. This is the story of a king. This man on the screen is a pure, unadulterated, no one in the world can take the title of hero from this king right here. He looks like your average Joe. If I had to guess his occupation, let's start guessing his occupation, even though it doesn't matter. He's a king and a hero. I would guess he works for air conditioning and plumbing. AC and plumbing probably. You know what I mean? I'm just guessing. I don't know if he tells us what he does. It doesn't matter. This king right here is a hero. And he's the king of the heroes for this episode. Dude before him is a hero too. That is the king of calmness. And he's a hero to himself because he saved his own life. Believe it or not, he remained calm, stood up for his rights, got arrested, didn't get choked in a cell. So, you know, he saved his life because that trooper definitely wanted to beat somebody's ass. You ripping a windshield off like that. I'm not surprised he didn't drag him out that car on the glass. You know what I mean? So, dude definitely saved his own life while standing up for his rights. Cameras will protect you, but they will not stop a bullet or a beating. Just they'll prevent it in its sight, but they don't stop them. I just want to say the men are kings and heroes. Epstein is the king of pedos, so he's where he's supposed to be. Even though I don't support taking your life or beating the justice system in any way, other than being innocent. Word. So I hope you don't think he beat the system. Let's get into the main event. I know y'all waiting for this. I'm waiting for this. After this, we're out of here. I'm going to shut up. Hopefully you enjoy it. 6 minutes and 11 seconds of Kingdom. Check this shit out. I cannot touch this. I cannot stand next to this man. I'm telling you. I gotta look at this man from afar on FaceTime. I can't stand next to him. Not one deed I've done in my life, and I've done a lot of good deeds. Dangerous deeds, heroic, climb bridges after stepping on a nail, high bridges. But it's not about me, it's about him. This guy is the king of the heroes. Until we find another king of the heroes, he's the king of the heroes. His name is King Jermaine. We're getting into this. And then we're out of here, man. King of the heroes of this episode. Be mindful.
The Constitution, the Bill of Rights is watery. Come to D Street, you know where my corner be. Shout to the 34th. I think you try to dawn it out. I'm not afraid. 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 Planet of the States Radio, where we teach you rights. Put a limit on government.
Yeah, Planet of the Kings here. This story right here, I can't even put an opinion on it. This guy's a hero. His mother raised a hell of a king. And that's all I can say, because at the end of the day, this man scaled a 19-floor building. It's probably more floors than that, but he scaled it on fire to save his mother. To save his mother, man. She gotta be proud of him. Firefighters and everybody else left her to die. They said, let him go. He climbed up there and climbed down with his mother. Planet of the Kings, man. Shout out to that king and the queen that raised.
How far would you go to save a family member in danger? Try climbing the outside of a building. Watch as this man is seen desperately climbing down a 19th-floor apartment building during a fire looking for his mother. Jermaine says he received a call from his sister when a fire broke out where his mother was living and immediately rushed over. He says he tried going into the building through the front door, but it was blocked by police. He then explained that his 65-year-old mother, Sheila, was immobile and stuck on the 15th floor.
My mother is sick. She bedridden. So I need to get up there.
That's when Jermaine called for desperate times and desperate measures, scaling the fenced-in balconies on the building's exterior.
I'm not just going to sit there and let my mom die. I'd rather risk my life falling than let her sit in there and die.
He quickly reached the 15th floor when his mother told him that she was indeed okay, and the fire was extinguished by firefighters. He climbed right back down with officers waiting for him at the bottom. Jermaine says he was sure that he was going to be arrested, but luckily an officer understood his reaction and let him go.
I think if anybody else in that circumstance, they would do the same thing. Because don't nobody just want to sit outside and lose their mother.
Officials say 4 civilians and 3 firefighters had to be treated for smoke inhalation, but all residents...
Peace, peace, peace. This your brother.
Did you see this? This is him. That's the king right there.
Story apartment building during fire to save his mother. There's no limits. That's my mother video. Philadelphia. A man seen scaling a West Philadelphia apartment building during a fire said in an exclusive interview that he would stop at nothing to reach his mother trapped on the 15th floor. 35-year-old Jermaine has experienced scaling walls. He was a roofer, construction worker, and an all-around adventurous child. As kids, we used to jump roofs, he told our Philadelphia sister station WPV. Glad I had the practice. That practice came in handy Thursday night when the 19-story West Park Apartments high-rise at 4445 Holden Street started filling with smoke. Image source. Jermaine got a call from his sister that their mother, 65-year-old Sheila, who is bedridden, couldn't get out of her 15th floor apartment. He rushed over to the scene. Jermaine first attempted the front door, but it was blocked by cop. They said the elevators are not working. I said, no problem. I'll take the steps. I just want to make sure my mother is sick. She's bedridden. So I need to get up there, Jermaine said. They were like, we can let you in. I took it upon myself because that's my mother. There's no limits. That's my mother. Earlier that day, Jermaine fell and cracked his hip on a set of stairs. His crutches sat next to him on the couch as he was being interviewed. Despite his wound, adrenaline took over. Jermaine started to scale the fenced-in balconies of the building, with wire cutters in hand. He was familiar with the layout of the complex because he had lived there in the past. When I grabbed a gate, at the top of the gate there was a ledge. Then I could step on top of the ledge and reach up to the other gate, and keep climbing my way up, Jermaine said. Image source. He did anything he could just to get to his mother, all for my mom's safety, period. I wasn't worried about mine at all. She can get out of the bed or walk around, so if there's a fire, she needs help out, he said. He made it all the way to his mom's balcony. Once there, Sheila saw her son outside her 15th floor apartment and assured him she was doing okay. She told him the fire was contained. Jermaine said his mother did not yell at him for climbing up 15 stories, but she was more shocked. She's not surprised by the things that I do for her. She knows I'll go over and beyond for her. Then just as quickly as he got up, he scaled back down the building. When he got close to ground level, he was sure he'd be apprehended. But an understanding officer let Jermaine go. He told me if I didn't leave I was going straight to guardhouse, because that was his job. But he actually did cut me a break. He understood the circumstances. He knew when your adrenaline is pumping, and your mom is up there, you think she's in extreme as you do anything you can, Jermaine said. Jermaine's mother made it out safely, as did many residents. 4 civilians and 3 firefighters were treated for smoke inhalation. Jermaine said he actually did once apply to be a firefighter. He never heard anything back. Like, follow, share, subscribe.
Whoa, that's the man, boy. That's the man. As he was doing that, I was saying I can never do that. I'm gonna keep it 100. I probably could do it, but I don't even want to think about it, man. Shout out to that king. Shout out to the queen that raised him. Oh my gosh, dog. He saved her life. How the police let him do that? They let him do that. They got no love for us.
DSBeats.com.
So many people dying my way, yeah. You'll never know when it's yours. I don't wanna know. Right now I got a lot of shit to do, yeah. I gotta take care of my kids and my mama too. She giving me, I just wanna keep a smile on her face, yeah. I just wanna see her happy. Yeah. Don't take my mama from me, Lord. That's all I got. Before you take her, you can take me. Yeah, let me right. I lost both of my grandparents at an early age, yeah. Now I gotta lose my mama. That's a hard pill to swallow. I don't know what I'd do if I lose my mama. Yeah, but she tried her best to keep me away from drama. Your mama know trouble when she see it. That's why she tell you stay away from niggas that you hang with. Your mama know everything. You better listen to her. Yeah, she the one your best friend. She the one that put food in your mouth when you was a little baby. Yeah, me and my mama was on bad times, but we still speak. Yeah, that's my motherfucking mama. My mama, my dog. Nigga, fuck all y'all. Turn my back on my motherfucking mama.
Shout out to Miss Don Diva for this episode.
I could never turn my back on my mama. No, I could never turn my back on my mama. I could never turn my back on my motherfucking mama. Even though she did me wrong, she's still my mama. I could never turn my back on my mama. No, I could never turn my back on my mama. She the one that brought me in this world. She'll take me out. Yeah, how many of y'all heard that before? I know I did. But even mama ain't the same. My mama took care of me. Without a daddy, I ain't had him in my life. He went to jail several times. I ain't even noticed him. My mama did what she can do. She raised by herself, and I still gave her hell, but she still loved me to death.
DSBeats.com.
Yeah, and I still gave her hell, but she still loved me to death. Yeah, and I still gave her hell, but she still never turned my back on my motherfucking mama. Even though she did me wrong, she's still my mama. I could never turn my back on my mama. No, I could never turn my back on my mama. I could never turn my back on my motherfucking mama. Even though she did me wrong, she's still my mama. I could never turn my back on my mama. No, I could never turn my back on my mama.
Wow, this Heath latte.
We not doing that. Shout out to King Jermaine. He held it down. I cannot mess with him by far, yo. Word. I gotta get in the habit of being prepared for things like that. I can't even lie. I gotta get in the habit of being prepared for things like that. I just got to. I just got to.
I'm a queen for the king, huh? I'm a, yeah.
Think it's a game.
Yeah, hey, Alex, I'm a queen for the king, huh? Yeah, whole cup full of codeine, huh? Put a bounty on your whole team, huh? I ain't gotta touch a triple beam out here, but I work that chopper with that beam on it, yeah. Walked in, Alexander McQueen on me, yeah. Alexander McQueen for the king, I'm a king, everybody say, crib by the lake, L's on the gate, you got a whole lot of time, but we got 308. I got a whole lot of heat, can't wait to bake a cake, yeah. For my dogs, I'ma go. I got young, they can't wait to catch a body for they bro. Like a hurricane, we gon' fuck the whole scene up. Like a hurricane, we gon' fuck the whole scene up. Yeah, all the love came, then the dog came. Some of my dog chain, some of my call chain. Yeah, can't believe we already all ball, man. And I really spent a quarter on my dog chain. Yeah, Alexander McQueen for the king, yeah, whole cup full of codeine, put a bounty on your whole team, I ain't gotta touch a triple beam now, yeah, but I work that chopper with that beam on it, yeah, walked in, Alexander McQueen on me, yeah, Alexander McQueen for the king, I'm a king, shout out to the Crips in the blood, who gon' bust some? I ain't really never had no love for no fuck boy. I ain't really never put my trust in no fuck boy. Yeah. Never gave no fuck about no niggas. We got ammunition. Nigga pillow talking with they bitches, all in they feelings. Cold hearted nigga get the boy missing. Yeah, gold yard edition with a whole ticket in it. Whole ticket in it. I was walking in the building. I got your old bitches with me. I went yellow bone crazy. I got so many bitches. I got so many killers. I got so many different kinds of. Alexander McQueen for the king, yeah, whole cup full of codeine, put a bounty on your whole team, I ain't gotta touch a triple beam now, yeah, but I work that chopper with that beam on it, yeah, walked in, Alexander McQueen on me, yeah, Alexander McQueen for the king, I'm a king,
think it's a game.
Don't lie, it's been a little minute, bitch nigga, but I'm still with it. Stop blacking, you know what it said. Drop back in the back, no limit. Cut out that fake shit, I ain't winning. Let go. It's been a little minute, bitch nigga, but I'm still with it.
We looking for ops, young niggas letting out shots. They don't give a fuck about the cops, we clutching the mobs. Bitch, if you lack at the trap, we taking whatever you got. We catching me drop, they aiming straight at your top. No dissing, we told them to stop. Hop out on this block, with the stick of the Glock. Don't matter, somebody get shot. We looking for ops, young niggas letting out shots. They don't give a fuck about the cops, we clutching the mobs. Bitch, if you lack at the trap, we taking whatever you got. We catching me drop, they aiming straight at your top. No dissing, we told them to stop. Hop out on this block,
See y'all later. Stay positive, productive, prolific, and profitable.